So back on October 26th of 2020, MLB The Show put out this tweet right here, and the entire community lost their minds, including myself, because it's very cryptic, it's very vague. All it really said was that they were not able to share any information about MLB The Show 21 until 2020. Well, fast forward all the way until today, January 1st, 2021, we woke up to silence. Nothing new. I wasn't expecting them to drop news about the next game like the New York City Ball, or whatever the heck it's called, where it drops as soon as it strikes midnight on the eastern side of the United States. So I wasn't expecting a nuke or anything like that, but at least maybe a little bit of a tease or an update. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, nothing is to be discovered. We absolutely have no idea about what's going to happen with the next game, but we can actually answer 3 questions today that could be important going forward. And the first one is, when is this game coming out? I thought that maybe I was going to be able to start the new year off with a bombshell report, but unfortunately, the first question that we have, when is it coming out? We still have no idea. So that one is really easy to answer. The second question is, who should be on the cover of MLB The Show 21? According to a few polls, Fernando Tatis Jr., he ran away with it, so there have been a ton of different mock-up reports. A lot of people have been saying that Fernando Tatis Jr. should not be, because Roberto Clemente wore the number 21, and this is the year that he should be introduced to the MLB The Show franchise. I think that would be a lot of fun. To be honest, it would sell a lot of copies, but for 2021's sake, considering the 3-0 grand slam that Fernando Tatis Jr. hit just a season ago, it would make so much sense. And now that the Padres are stacked with Blake Snell and Yu Darvish, you also have them signing that Korean kid who is going to be a stud in my opinion. You have Manny Machado. That team is so much fun to watch that Fernando Tatis Jr. being on it, and also on the cover of MLB The Show 21, it just makes so much sense. So let me know in the comment section down below, would you rather have Tatis or Clemente MLB The Show 21? Maybe what they could do is they could have a standard edition of the next game, or if you want to shell out a little bit more money and maybe spend $99, maybe they have a Hall of Fame edition where Clemente is on the cover of that one. Perhaps it's a steel cover, because I bring this all up, the fact that you can get an Ultimate Edition or a Hall of Fame edition, because the third and final question is MLB The Show 21 gonna be on every single console? We saw them release an update and a breaking news story just a year ago that it was going to come to Xbox, PC, and maybe even Nintendo Switch. Actually, I think I reversed that. I think it's Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and maybe PC. I can't guarantee that, but that is where the baseball community lost their minds. This has never been done before. This is like the Spider-Man game that is exclusive to the PlayStation, all of a sudden being available on every single console. So many more people would be able to enjoy the game, and that's exactly what's happening. And we've seen it in the past with Halo and other games where you have a standard game and then you have the steel bookcase that costs a little bit extra. It's kind of like an Xbox theme. That's just my opinion. Now, I know other PlayStation games have had steel frames, but for me, when I bought Halo 3, it came in a really awesome steel case, and I still have it to this day. So if they can really start off the new year with a bang and make sure that the Xbox players as well as the Nintendo Switch players feel important, that is where they can sell the most amount of games in the history of MLB The Show. Sure, we're in the new year in 2021, we're all trying to be positive, but the fact is, Corona is still a thing. Everyone is experiencing hardships. I know a lot of people just got their stimulus checks. You can debate that all day long, but people are starting to get a little bit of extra money in their pockets. Maybe you could throw out a cover athlete release, and maybe a few pre-orders could start funneling through, and you can start to gauge, okay, how many Xbox pre-orders do we have? How many Nintendo Switch pre-orders do we have? And same for PlayStation and PlayStation 5. I cannot wait to play that game. It's just, we don't know. We don't know when it's gonna come out. We don't know who is gonna be on the cover of it. I know soon enough, because they told us that in the next few weeks, maybe even today. I still have no idea, because this video is probably gonna go out around 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Who knows? I could post this, and then within 24 hours, they could drop a news article about a little bit of this or that in regards to MLB The Show 21. Maybe an Xbox update, maybe a cover athlete release. We're all kind of in a waiting room expecting MLB The Show and the developers, San Diego studio, to drop something on us, and I have no news to report on that. Again, I'm pretty close to them, and I don't know anything, so be on the lookout. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. This is the place to be if you want to stay updated on MLB The Show news, as well well as MLB The Show gameplay. We have some fun over here. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and stay productive. Start the new year off right, okay? You can do it.